Shalom, everybody. Welcome back to Breslov.org. Just some historical things from the Breslov movement where we can learn things about them. In Uman, the village of Uman in the Ukraine, they developed many devoted Hasidim, Breslover Hasidim, who wanted to spend their entire life in just Torah and prayer. And it's understood that they lived in literally abject poverty, especially back then in Russia, Ukraine, Russia, 1900s, 1890s, 1900s, 1910s. This is pre-World War I. The situation was very hard for the Jewish people in the main. So there was, amongst the Hasidim there, they decided it's a shame. We want to start a type of a committee called Anshe Ma'amad to support these poor Breslovers who are sincere. They anyways are just involved in just davening and learning, and they lived in abject poverty. They accept the situation with simcha and joy, and their families also accept them. So they wanted to make a committee that will raise money from all the collective Hasidim throughout the Ukraine, throughout Russia and Poland, and to send funds to support this group of Torah scholars, Breslover Hasidim, who are learning and davening all day. When they brought this idea to one of the elders of the Breslov movement, Rav Avram ben Rav Nachman, he disagreed. He said that this is going to cause strife. And that's exactly what did happen. They didn't listen to his opinion because they saw that the benefit would be tremendous. These people who are just dying out of poverty, but they're anyways davening and learning, and they're happy with that, support them. So they did it. They saw that the benefit would be great, but then strife evolved as to how to distribute the money. As always, when it comes to money, strife begins and gets in the way. And there was strife developed between big people, not just regular guys. These were big tzaddikim. When, after many years that the strife started, Avram ben Nachman heard about the strife. He said, both sides don't do hitbodedut. They don't talk to Hashem. Rav Levi Yitzchak Bender, a disciple of Avram ben Nachman, when he heard this, he said, how could you say that? These people are people who are totally immersed in Torah and prayer, and you say they don't have hitbodedut? So he said like this, Avram ben Nachman. He says they may do hitbodedut, talking to Hashem, but the attitude, the gisha they have towards Hashem is, I know I'm right. Let the other guy know that I'm right. In other words, when they're davening, the subconscious attitude is, I know what the truth is. I know what's right already. That's not how hitbodedut is. When you come to Hashem, you drop everything. Nothing is assumed anymore. No assumptions. No assumptions that this is the reality. I don't know anymore. Hashem, I don't know anything. I have no idea what you want from me. I know what the Torah requires of me. I know that I have to put on tefillin every day. I have to keep Shabbat. But when it comes to these delicate ideas that a person has room with his free will to make a decision, to make a point of how to conduct and think and behave, that's where the danger is. And that's where a person really has to let go and ask Hashem. So just an amazing point how a person has to be really careful from strife and monetary issues which develop strife. And in hitbodedut also a person has to really talk to Hashem with everything, no bars held. In other words, nothing, no reservations. A person lets go and asks Hashem with total sincerity.